Throughout history, there have been questions that cause mankind to ponder our existence. Is there a hereafter once we are gone from this earth? Is there life out there beyond the stars? Who, in fact, let the dogs out? And of course, the biggest mystery of all, bruh, what bayou you on? Let's search for answers together. This is Dave and Juan.
And 3, 2, 1.
We're there. We're here.
Hey, man. Back at you. We're here. Howdy.
Another week. How are you?
Good. I tell you how I am. I'm Dave.
I'm Juan.
This is Dave and Juan.
More time.
There you go, man. Thank you very much. Sit down, please. Everybody, sit down. You too kind.
Yeah.
You too kind.
Yeah.
I'm good. I was wondering. I was on the road. Yeah, a good day today. I was thinking, this is about as close. If I wanted to get my voice as low as I can get, I'll never reach you. I'll never get that. You know, I don't
Many
normally
have attempted.
Dude,
Few have
well, I know what you're talking about. You and that guy that sang Chocolate Rain. Look that up. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about. I'll have to find. I shouldn't have made that reference because now I got to look it up. A guy, super low voice. I was in Dallas today at doing the Dog and Pony show at a graduate school of banking. So I got to play Professor Dave today, which was
all right, man. Did you bring that lucky pen?
I forgot the lucky pen. I wish you would have referenced that before.
Yeah.
I would have passed it around the room. And it's nice. I was in this nice.
Let's see if it'll rub off on anybody.
I was in this really nice auditorium. I mean, really, that's the other thing too. When you get up to SMU, I've been teaching. I got an opportunity to speak to this group, this organization quite a bit, but then once a year, typically, I'm on campus at SMU and doing this session, and it's a beautiful campus, and they've been building on that thing. I tell you what, I don't know how industries are doing well, not doing what, but higher education. Have you been around a college that's not building something right now?
Oh gosh, no! But they've got to do something with the money.
Man, I mean, it's just a beautiful campus, and every year I'm back at something new and big going up. But yeah, they're there today. Really super nice facilities, and but it's about my session's about 3 hours. So with like a 15-minute, with a 15-minute break in there. So pretty much nonstop. You know, like, yeah, you got a mic and everything, and it's a big room, but just sort of projecting for. And it's funny. I used to do it quite often, but it's getting back in speaking shape, if that's such a thing. It's so sad.
Yeah,
that's such a sad state of affairs. You know, that you like. I'm a little tuckered.
I've been talking all day.
Oh man, but it was
out.
Well, that never happens, man. I can
I could go ahead and I would be surprised to hear that you were talked out.
No. Just I
think most people who know you.
Yeah,
would probably be a little surprised.
I didn't get those most talkative awards back in the day for that's the ones I always got. Yeah, with the vote and stuff. Most talkative. I wish I'd have gotten you. I wish I'd have got most humorous. I usually came in second place for humorous. But
so do you have a presenter's voice? Like
you're listening to it, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, there's because it was funny is. I used to worry about this years and years and years ago when I first started doing live things with groups outside of Louisiana, traveling the country doing stuff. And I used to worry about accents. He just did, right? Because I still remember, I'm not going to give the guy's name because he was a pretty good guy, but it was a really jerk thing for him to tell me. Back in the day, my speech teacher at Nichols, okay, I still remember this to this day. After I don't know, his first speech, second, probably mid-semester, I give whatever speech. And he tells me after class that I got to tell you, Dave, he says, you're a natural at this. He said, man, you're the funniest speaker we have in this room, and this is great. He said, you got to lose that accent, or, just, everywhere you go, people are just going to think you dumb. This guy was from the Bayou, man, from the Bayou. And yeah, his accent was sort of gone, but not totally gone. And I can remember being in a position, I was young, I'm 20, 19, 20, whatever it is. And, the professor saying, yeah, you got to change your accent. People are just going to think you dumb. And I'm thinking, I'm standing in Thibodaux, Louisiana, man. What are you talking about? Like, but it's stuck in my head. And I never believed that, by the way. And then later on, you figure out that an accent, it works for you. If people have to understand you. So he said, speaking, what I have to do often is I got to slow down. Right. So I have to remind myself, okay, they're not going to understand you totally this, man. And you got to, slow down and maybe give a little more thought to, okay, let's put the TH in there. Right. It's both of them, not both of them. Yeah. I joke. One of my common jokes when I talk to any group outside of local is I tell them, I said, listen, I'm from South Louisiana. It's just how it is. And the more I talk, it usually takes about 10 minutes of talking or a couple of beers. And man, it's going to get flatter and flatter.
And flatter.
And bro, by the time I'm done, I'm going to be talking just like that. And by that time, usually the crowd, like this morning, I used it this morning. They're all laughing. And some were from Louisiana. It was an interesting group. I had some folks from like South Dakota, a lot from Texas, some guy from New Iberia. I mean, it's a nationwide school.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually people from the South, but that meet.
Yeah, it's a music grade university.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's what I tell them. I said, listen, if you guys get bored, close your eyes, pretend it's a cooking show. Right. Yeah, and you just own it, and there's an advantage to sounding a little different than what people are used to. But we kind of kid about that too, because you were mentioning before. I mean, I want to come back. I want to come back to the work stuff, but I'm just in my head laughing about the email.
Got a note during the past week, and I'm gonna preface this by one we got, I don't know, a couple of months ago, which is kind of both on accents. So the one we got that we've already read, but says, I love y'all's show. It's awesome to watch an intelligent person with a Cajun accent. I was glued to the screen.
I remember that. Right?
I'm a Cajun, but over the years, my accent faded away.
Yeah, right.
I also love listening to people that aren't so intelligent with a heavy Cajun accent. I love it. I'm from the deep South. Very appreciative. So that was,
and we don't know which one exactly.
We don't know who was intelligent. Maybe it's your old speech teacher.
That dude. I call him out, man. I wish him luck. I mean, I'm sure he's retired by now.
I think I know who you're talking about.
We try not to be mean.
So got another one this week.
All right. About accents.
About accents.
All right, man.
A little different.
Cool. Yeah, man. Tell me about my accent now, bro.
Just straight and to the point. What Bayou y'all on? Because y'all don't sound Cajun at all.
Bayou y'all on? That's awesome.
I responded. I said, hey, I responded generically from the podcast page and said, we both grew up along Bayou Lafourche and attended Nichols. Dave is from Cutoff and Juan is from Pankerville.
Yeah.
And her response is, well, y'all are Cajun, but you don't sound like it. I'm from Cocodrie.
Oh, gee. Well, I mean, look, okay, let's be honest. I'll give a shout out, Cocodrie.
Yeah, that's some real Cajun talking going on.
Yeah, but look, man, I tell you what, I'll put Cutoff up against Cocodrie when it comes. You go get yours. I'll go get mine, and let's
Cajun talk off.
Let's throw down on a Cajun talk off, bro. Let's see how that works out. But yeah, that's kind of funny. I actually worked in Cocodrie for a few years down at Lomcan.
All right.
Or Louisiana University's Marine Consortium. It looked good on a resume. It looked good on a resume for a while, right? I worked at a research facility. What did you do? I mostly drank coffee.
Yeah. I just tell people, said, if you want to be entertained, let me read my resume to you, and then I'll tell you what that actually meant.
Oh,
or
man.
what, what I'm saying versus what the job actually
I hate
was.
resumes. I hate resumes. And I've been fortunate that the last 20 years, the places I've gone or the jobs I've gotten, I didn't really. I don't think I turned in a resume. It's always been opportunities of somebody says, "Hey, how would you like to?" And you go, yeah, that'd be great. Let's go do that." And so I've never really had to polish that resume off, because you realize after a while, it's you don't want to get that way, but I sort of am. It's like, if you don't know, you don't know. I mean, I'm not. It's like you ask me, like, here you go. Yes, how far back do you want to go? I was one of the best meat room attendants Frank's IGA ever had.
Well, that's the thing,
you want to go back.
I was a copywriter for a long time, so I would like to think that I'm pretty darn good at writing a resume.
No.
So unless it's a writing or a resume job,
Well, but it became a bit. I don't know if it's the fact that it became resumes became a business, but it became once everybody started searching online. For so many things, it's just and it's all lies. Oh, that's what it says. It's the prettiest bunch of it's people just. I am more impressed, and that's sort of if I coach people about resumes, it's one page. I don't look, just bullet point, unless it's something that's obvious. That's just brevity. Just keep it short. Wait, I'm sorry, Cajun brevity, bro. You should just keep it short. Don't use a non-Cajun word there.
Just don't say too much about this and just a little bit about that, and then you're good. You're good to go.
I love it. I love that, man. Just keep it short, man. My resume, you just put a picture. That's me, bro.
That's all you need to know.
There you go. South Lafourche class in 1983. Deal with that. Deal with that. But
go Tarpons.
Look, man, I had a guy in class today after it was all said and done. He told me, again, talking about accents, he told me after, he says, "You look like Ed Ogeron." And shout out.
You've got black hair.
Apparently, right? And I guess in New South Louisiana, it was just so funny. I'm just thinking, so I'm from, now I actually went to the same high school as Ed. So, I mean, but that was just so funny. Guys like, you look like Ed. I said, I don't think so. And Ed, Ed's a guy. I mean, I take it as a compliment. I think Ed's a good looking guy, but I'm just like, okay. That's why. So now I was giving him some advice on, because he tried to do an Ed imitation, and I said, no, it's just what you got to do is do a little bit of Waterboy and Cookie Monster. That's how. All right, that's how it works. And I'm not gonna do it. My voice is shot right now.
But, I know, and we've talked about this, I have zero Hispanic blood in me, no heritage, nothing. The name Juan came from nowhere.
That's a good question. That's actually like what
Yeah, nowhere. I have a sister named Kim and a brother named Chad.
You're adopted, man. You were adopted.
Yeah. So I don't pronounce it with a Hispanic flair or emphasis on it.
Juan?
But this is years ago. The company that I was working for was expanding into South Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And I would find myself on the phone,
bro,
and not on purpose, but they all had Hispanic dialect.
Juan.
And so when I would say, yes, my name is Juan, I wouldn't say Juan Semino. I'd say Juan. And I couldn't help it. And I'd catch myself every time. But it's like, hey.
You may know me as Magic Juan.
Juan, like Valdez, the coffee picker.
We talked to this guy called Magic Juan. It was fun. And I know those are bad accents. I think we talked about this before about, we joked about Waterboy and stuff and Cajun accents. And I laugh at it. Have a sense of humor. Cajun accents they're fun. Yeah. And again, that's one. And I'm pretty sure, Hispanics are the same way. I mean, like I said, I'm sure the movie Nacho Libre, when, a true, Spanish speaker listens to that and says nonsense. But to me, it's the funniest. I mean, you walk around here, me and my sons we can spend hours just riffing on Nacho Libre. Man. Have you ever watched Nacho Libre, the movie?
Yeah,
oh, dude.
Yeah.
Love that movie. Did you not tell them they were the large chips? To this day, we've probably used that joke 1,000 times, man. Every time we're in a restaurant, they bring out, hey, it's the large chips.
See, it's those stories that are funny all the time, or the best stories. You got to get your built-in audience who thinks it's funny. You can just
we were years ago. This is before there was like a Nacho Libre revival in my house. We went on a trip to California with some really good friends. It was 3 couples, and dear friends from way back. And at lunch, at wherever we were, randomly. I don't even know how it came up, but somebody made a reference to Nacho Libre. And I thought, look, I'd seen the movie, my kid, but it was, I thought, okay, I'm one of the only idiots that thought that movie was really funny. These guys start riffing on it, and they knew it better than me. And it became it's so sad. It became the highlight of the trip. And probably, I don't know if it became offensive to people because we were probably in say like San Francisco, Napa area for four days. And this thing happened probably day 2. I promise you, the last 2 days of that trip, we had a Nacho Libre accent the entire time.
See, all right.
It was, I mean, like I said, looking back now, I might have been kind of offensive, but
well, probably now it would be a lot more offensive.
Probably get you in trouble, huh? Well, back in the day, we used to say that, especially in radio, if you were a DJ, the best compliment you could get was when somebody didn't know where you're from.
Yeah.
All right, that was the debate on like, where are you from? Me, bro. West 169th Street, dude.
Highway 1.
That's. I lived on the Bayou, man. But no, it was good. It was good. It was good. Long day. And it was funny about the older we get. So I get there last night, and Dallas is from Sugar Land. If I live north of Houston, it would be maybe a 3-hour drive. Would be a lot easier. But I'm south of Houston, so I got to all
the way through it.
I got to get through the 4th largest city in America to get to the 7th largest city in America. So traffic tends to be a little rough. But so I get up there and did good time, about 4 hours. And right around dinner time, but I'm not that hungry. So I'm all geared up. I'm gonna, because SMU is a beautiful campus. The hotel I'm staying at is just a really nice hotel. It's literally on the campus. All right, so I got good intentions. Comfortable shoes. Gonna go walk the campus a little bit.
It's kind of like the old life in college. You had good intentions.
Get some exercise. And as I'm walking out, right, I made the wrong turn because I walked out through this really nice lounge restaurant area they have, and then they're like the top guy there, a doctor. I'm not giving a name, but not like a medical doctor. Like if you have a heart attack, I think you ought to look. But if you need like not that kind of doctor, but
you need some good words.
Yeah, if you need some good words, he had some really, really good words. But doctor and a couple other folks. Like, Dave, how you doing? And he apparently he had started. Yeah, it's always when you kind of walk into one, we're like,
he hadn't been exercising.
Exactly. Yeah, well, his elbow was probably good but it's one of those things, right? So I had good intentions. I'm like, hey, all right, I'm gonna go. Hey, what's up? What you drinking, Dave? Well, I guess I am. And there went the exercise. There was but it was fun. It was fun. I think about getting older too. A joke about hotels, and it'd been a while since I've stayed in a hotel. But in the old days, you'd fly in, do whatever, and first thing to get to the hotel was, is there a gym? All right, what kind of workout facility you got? Oh man, they got some great treadmills, and they got free weights, and that was the priority. It's like, oh man, they got a nice gym.
Well, that was your priority.
Yeah, well, that long time ago, bro. Long time ago. Now it's like, oh man, that's a nice lounge. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the nice lighting in that lounge. That's gonna be that's a great place to drink a beer right there. That's
I've never really had a blue collar job. I do labor here.
Yeah, we did a little lockup there. That was pretty good, man. That's old. You did a little. I do a little labor.
So, but anyway, I'm a sales rep for a company that sells marketing graphics. Anything you see in businesses, in restaurants, or things like that. Yeah. And it's a time now where we're like slammed busy. And
Because you're good at your job.
because I'm good, bro.
Hey, yo,
I'm
let
just
me
like,
know y'all want me to stop selling stuff. If y'all can't keep up, I'm gonna stop.
so, and that's it. So, you go back to production and say, hey man, this thing was like due 3 days ago. What's the deal? And then they get all ticked off at you. Oh, you're pushing blah, 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 blah.
That's
And then
right.
so now you got to go to the customer and say, hey man, it's not ready. I don't know what to tell you.
That's when you do. Hey, can y'all do your job?
Yeah.
I don't want to offend anybody, but could y'all maybe?
No, but that's the whole thing. It's like I'd have more time to sell if I didn't have to come to keep seeing that you were doing your job. I
didn't realize I was on different levels of management because I got to do my job.
True story. Yesterday, I'm talking to a guy about this same job. And it's a huge order, biggest order I've ever had, and it's for a client that I also have a personal relationship with, so that makes it awkward.
Mm-hmm.
But so I was talking to the guy, and I said, okay, hey, I just want to know, when is this stuff going to be ready? I'm trying to make sure that we get the installers scheduled to go put it on, but I don't want, I just want to know when it's going to be ready so that I don't have to come hound you. When do you think? When do you want it? I said, well, I don't know. They got some time Friday. Can we have some stuff Friday? Man, it's not going to be ready this week. It's not going to be ready next week. It may not be ready the week after.
Why you ask me?
Yeah, and it's a production manager. And so I said, all right, I won't get it scheduled then. But then the dude continues to complain to me for like 10 minutes about how they don't have time to keep up with the stuff that we're trying to get through. And I kept saying, all I asked you was if. I didn't complain. I didn't say, I'm just, trying to get a straight answer so I don't have to keep coming bother you.
That's when
and
you got to say, listen, man. Yeah.
I said, dude, you've wasted 10 minutes of your time telling me how you don't have time when no would have been sufficient.
I used to joke. I think we've talked about this before, but I used to joke about anybody who spends all their time telling you how busy they are got nothing going on. Man. They're not. I used to see that, but yeah, that's when guys complaining about. So wait a minute, you're on the production side. I don't want to, intimidate you here, but I went to Nichols. Yeah. I had a couple of business classes along the way, and we learned a little bit about how this works. And apparently, my job is to go out and get these people to want to buy our stuff. They purchase stuff, and then here's the key though. We prepare it and bring it out there. Yeah. So I thought that was your job.
Yes, and I'm not sure. Maybe you're not sure where your money comes from.
That's right. Do you know how this works?
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's the thing about I always found with and I got to preface things, working for a bit in higher education, right? Where everything's a budget from the state or a grant or this kind of stuff. And exactly, man, you can when people don't have a feel for what a customer is.
Oh,
how things work when it's just like, yeah, we getting paid regardless of, whether this happens today, this week, right? That was my thing back in the day, working for a while. How many people had full-time jobs, right? Full-time jobs working for the facility. But then everybody had a side hustle. Everybody had, something else going on that they were more worried about. I was like, wow, you're basically pulling off 2 full-time jobs
in less than 40 hours.
How can you do that? And it got done. But man, whatever. Yeah. Hey man, that's just do what you're gonna do. But you should help the guy out.
Well, I'm trying to help them out. So I went over the weekend and actually tried to install some of the stuff myself.
Yeah, because you put in floors, bro.
Dude, I got tools, man. So I'm in this.
I got it. Yo, get out of the way. I got it.
I just said I'm going. Just whatever. So I go in. I'm in the building by myself. The people let me in and then left. I said I'm good.
I got this.
Well, I don't have a ladder, and so I go like in a closet over there and find a little step stool. So all right, that'll work. So I'm on the step stool drilling stuff, and then I'm tired. I've been climbing up and down the step stool, so now I'm going to sit on the step stool.
It's logical.
Yeah, well, apparently it wasn't locked, or I don't know how it didn't fall when I stood on it
I was
because it
about to say,
sure
wait,
fell.
you were standing on it.
It sure fell when I sat on it,
Nice,
and
nice.
and not a high fall. I've fallen from higher.
I'm sure a very graceful fall.
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful thing. Thankfully, nobody was
Yeah,
there, so I didn't have to
I
pretend
mean,
to get up really quickly.
you are a highly trained Taekwondo
I am.
aficionado, so I'm sure you
But
went down like Master Lee would have went down.
yeah, the client is a church, so I'm
Oh,
sure I didn't curse or anything when I hit the ground. Uh,
well, God's name may have been in there
yeah,
somewhere.
somewhere. But so I was holding the drill in my hand, and I go down, and I mean, I just jammed the elbow straight on the floor,
Nice.
and it hurt some. And I looked
Did you
at it.
break the floor?
No,
Didn't
no,
break the floor.
no.
Okay.
So, but it was cut a little bit, but yeah, it's like, whatever.
You got it.
But then, so I get up and I go back to doing what I'm doing. And when I bend my arm up, dude, you'd have thought it was like a horror movie where it's just like blood pumping out of the elbow, squirting across the floor. And it's like, all right, now I got to clean this up. And so I go back to the same. I said, what am I going to do? I don't have a Band-Aid. So I go back to the same closet where I found the steps to, and I found like a rag. And I literally tied it around my elbow and continued, to do my thing. Then when I get home, I put some bandages on it and whatever. And so the next day, I'm in the kitchen at my house, and I take the bandage off to see how it's doing good. I bend the elbow again. I guess it had swollen up, squirts across the floor again. But
Dude,
Joey was in the living room and about passed out. She said, "Is that your elbow?" So
you might want to get that checked, man.
yeah, man, I got some of that glue stuff. Just spray on there. It smells like
man.
old model glue.
If I had my dad's tackle box, bro, we'd have fixed it up. We'd have fixed that ladder. We'd have fixed your elbow. It'd have been all set. Man, listen. When you do something, I think almost as bad as hurting yourself is when you do something so incredibly stupid that you're embarrassed that you hurt yourself. And this happened because my kids were still, they're both Eagle Scouts now, but so somewhere between, I don't know, it was a few years ago, they were still Boy Scouts. And look, we do all kinds of stuff in Boy Scouts about knife safety. All right. Pocket knives and stuff, and what you do and don't do. And I was mowing the grass. I was mowing the grass. And after I mowed the grass, I was gonna pass the weed eater me, right? I don't know how other people say it. We pass the weed eater. That's what we do. So I go to do it, and I was out of line. The line was I gotta change the line. Well, brand new packet. Now, why do they
make it impossible to open?
So it's this incredible plastic shell. So I go inside, and it was actually one of my son's Boy Scout knives. I think it's sharp as it's a razor. And I go to trying to cut it.
My butt's getting tight thinking about it.
Yeah, well, and then I turn it to try to darn it, and it came through. And when it came through, and it was sharp enough that I felt it, but it didn't even burn. I mean, I said that. It didn't even burn, bro. And I don't know if I can just show, but basically I just cut a flap, right?
Oh.
I cut a flap right here on my thumb, and it was clean. And I looked down at it and I went, oh, that. And I just, first of all, the stupidities in my head, oh man, what did I just do? And I'm looking at it, and it's not even bleeding. I'm like, maybe I didn't. And then I bent it. Oh man. And so that's when, and then it started bleeding. I mean, it started bleeding. So I go inside my wife, and she doesn't overreact. She handles some things well, some things. So I kind of walk in, and I'm trying as calm as I can. I say, I'm sweating. I said, honey, I need you to get your keys and your purse. We gotta
maybe a towel.
We gotta go to the doctor. We gotta go get something looked at. She's like, what? I said, we just got, just get your stuff. Right?
Got a bobo.
Yeah, a little bit. And then she could see the towels I had were just already soaked with blood. So I got a big old pile of other things, get it all done. We go to one of these urgent care places, right? We got them all over the place over here. So we pull in there, tell the people, hey, yeah, I messed up. I cut myself. No problem. Bring me to this room. And I'll never forget, this guy comes out. He's not I don't think he's a doctor. He's a nurse. He's something. I guess he's authorized. He's a guy who can stitch stuff.
He's more qualified than you.
Yeah, and he's got the I don't know if she's a nurse or what she is, but she's whatever, and she's got the so she's there to help, and so she takes the towel, and I'm not. Look, she takes the towels off, and this is not what you want to hear from the person standing there with the green scrubs on. Oh. That's not what you want to hear. Oh, put the towels back. Put the towels back. Put the towels back. The doctor's like, hey, put pressure on that. Put pressure on that. So this guy, and here's the deal. He gives me shots. So they have to give me shots before they're going to stitch it. Oh, dude, in the thumb. Yeah, I mean, like
in the cut,
around it. So I told you before, when I cut myself, it was clean. Like it didn't even hurt. Yeah. Dude, the shots hurt. I'm just like I'm manning up like, oh, what kind of shot you giving me, bro? Is that Lysol? What are you doing? And after a while, he gave me several shots. Well, one of them didn't take because he starts stitching, and stitching just gives me we might even pull this out the podcast because we're going to give ourselves we'll get the frissons, bro.
Get the frissons all over.
Get the frissons. But he started and
I got the chill bumps.
Yeah, he started stitching, and you can typically feel the tugging, but not the pain. Well, bro, when you get to the other side, you ever been stitched without anesthesia or not anesthesia, whatever they call it?
Yeah, it's a form of anesthesia.
Is it anesthesia?
Deadening agent.
Whatever it is. Anyway, so that was enjoyable. So I got a nice little, nice, I got a clean scar there. So I can tell all the Boy Scouts, hey, let Mr. Dave teach y'all about knife safety. I miss a van. We were joking the other day, and I'm not sure what we're going to do. I think we have to get another car because we're just not going to. I ain't looking for that leak. Yeah, it's time. But I was joking with my wife, but not joking. I'll give her my car, which is pretty new car. I'll go back to a van. I love a minivan. Love me a minivan. Favorite vehicle we ever had was a Honda Odyssey. Dude, it's like a living room on wheels. Is it cool? No. But you know what? It don't matter. It literally, man, the seats are comfortable. It's got all kinds of room. It's some of them even have a chill area to put drinks in. I mean, it's awesome. I might get one and put racing stripes on it, man.
Hey, all right, I could hook you up with that. Yeah. Years ago, some comedian would do that.
Only if you install it. I'll drive to Baton Rouge for you to install racing stripes on a Honda Odyssey van.
This guy would say that it was back when SUVs were first becoming so popular, and he said that SUVs were invented for people who thought they were too cool to drive minivans.
Probably were, man. Probably were. Look, I've used this joke in a while, but I used to when I used to speak when my kids were younger and we were driving the van. I used to joke with groups saying, because I was usually talking to people a little bit younger than me, and I would tell them, look, I'll tell you one of the joys of getting older and having kids, because once you do that, you got to get that minivan, and then you realize once you get a minivan that it really saves you time. And I said, not for what you think, right? You think that having that minivan is going to save. No. What saves you time is once you get a minivan, you realize I don't even have to worry about trying to look cool anymore.
It's all gone.
So I don't have to waste any time worrying about what I'm wearing or is my hair fixed, or because when you pull up to the stop sign in the minivan, nobody's checking out the guy in the minivan. Nobody's going to think, ooh, look at that guy. That guy's a provider right there, man. Is that a Honda Odyssey with a DVD player?
Look, he's got a lot of kids. Look at all the stick people on the back
I never did. Hey, I know some people like that. Go ahead. I never did the stick. I never could understand the stick people stuff. It's like, let me identify for you how many kids I got to kidnap and what their names are.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm sure I might be borrowing this because I think a comedian made a funny joke about this, about, what are you trying to do? You're putting how many kids you are, their names, and let's put their hobbies up on there. So
and their school.
Hello, yeah. Hello, Mr. Predator. Yeah, my wife used to tell me that. My wife used to, and I never thought about that. We drive by a lot of these, neighborhoods, and everybody's got, proud cheerleader of whatever. I'm like, man, you got some trust that you got no predators in here.
Talking about going back to when you're not cool anymore, you don't care. This was probably 4 or 5 years ago. My daughter was at a friend's house, and the other kids were gone or doing their own thing. So we decided, okay, we're gonna go out. Let's try something that we haven't done before. We're gonna play bingo in Denham Springs, Louisiana.
This sound you will hear is my head hitting the desk. Let's go play. Oh, dude. Okay, you win. You win.
I didn't win nothing.
No. You win the contest.
Oh, for
being on like. I don't
know, because I promise you, there were a lot of people there who were way uncooler than me just for being there. When I tell you, bingo, man, bingo, and you got to play multiple cards and stuff, and then you got to have like the big dot thing. So you mark your card, which you got to buy. But there are people there who have, I guess they figure, like you and your lucky pen, they've got lucky bingo card dotters. So if they're losing, they'll switch.
Dude.
They have like little carrying bags, like a backpack with special pockets for the bingo markers.
Now, I'm guessing this was already after smoking was outlawed. Was there smoking in there?
No.
So look, bingo. I was in the JCs for years, right? And one of our big fundraisers, once a month, we did we had a bingo, and I think it was Raceland. We did this bingo at the bingo hall, dude. There's some money in bingo. I mean, we did all these fundraisers for charity, and it's kind of funny. That's why I give a shout out to the JCs back in the day, because never have so many people just partied their brains out and raised money for good causes. It was just that was a good channeling of energy for young people at the time, because we raised a crap ton of money.
Do the JCs still exist?
I think they do. Yeah, I'm sure they do. But man, we raised for MDA, for various charities. Now, I mean, we did a lot of good stuff, killing brain cells along the way. But we would do this bingo, and I'm not gonna lie. So I've been a few places. I've been on radio. I've spoken in front of a lot of groups. I've done, I've had my share of you standing up there and trying, not to blow it. I want to say probably the most stressful speaking engagement I have ever had in my life is being the bingo caller in Raceland.
Under the bee.
Oh my gosh. And this was back when they were all still smoking, right? So everybody's smoking in that room, and you'd have 300 old people in there.
What?
Oh, and they were serving beer. This was, look, I don't miss the smoke part, but I miss this part of culture, right? I would do this. If you could show me right now, where can I go, right? And I can go find a good old bingo game where they're still they're serving beer. You can still buy beer and hot dogs and stuff, and they're smoking. I'll even put up with a room full of smoke for a while, because that was classic. And dude, oh man, you better get the cadence right. If you are slow, whoo, they're mad. If you're too fast, because they all have 15, 20. Cards, under the B, 4. B4. And then you just pray, please God, let me get the timing right. Under the end. Wait! You're too fast. Somebody, new caller. That's always the worst. New caller. And then you want to tell them, hey, I'm the best we got. You want a new caller? I'm going to go get this idiot who's been drinking beer since 5 o'clock. Let's see how you like this guy calling that up there. He won't even be able to regulate. Yeah, under the eye. 30. Is that 32 or 23?
6 or 9, bro.
It's
6 or 9.
It's yo, look, it's this. Bring back the old caller. At least that guy was literate. That's and I want.
There used to right down the street from my parents' house. at the Golden Peacock in Pankerville every Sunday.
That just sounds classic.
I know. They had bingo, and you could always tell how big the jackpot was, because if it was really big, like it would carry over from week to week, like the blackout jackpot. Then the cars would be lined up on the highway, like parked on the shoulder past my house. I said, "Oh man, must be a big old jackpot."
Did they have to escort the person that won it finally?
Oh, we didn't pay that close of attention.
Yeah, we ain't got a lot of money on them, man. We used to. I remember a couple of times people told us, like when somebody win like a big whatever, hey, y'all make sure she gets her car. Somebody's gonna jump Aunt Tez outside in the parking lot. Really? Hey, it's Raceland, bro. It's Raceland. Yeah. Sorry, Raceland, but you know what I'm talking about. It's Raceland, bro. So I'm just saying it's Raceland. So,
and I'm sure you were getting tipped for being the caller.
I don't. Do they? About to say.
I don't know.
I'd have taken it. Hey, I just want to say, if y'all want to get some, send a beer up this way. I'm just saying, you G35 might be coming on that. That would be, looking back now, that would have been the most fun thing to do, is if I had the guts to do it, but you couldn't, because somebody I'm sure would have stabbed me. Just,
don't play around bingo, man. That's some serious folks.
Oh, and dude, don't make a mistake. That's the one. You can be slow. You're going to get yelled at. You can be fast. You're going to get yelled at.
What about the people who call bingo and they mess up?
No, that's what I'm saying. Don't make a mistake. Don't misread it, because, oh my goodness, if they got how I'm going to unmark that? It's not like the old days when the bingo cards had those plastic things. You'd slide. Oh, you can just unmark it. And even then they would get mad. Oh man, when they got to the I'm going to unmark that. It counts. You called it. It counts. I'm going to call bingo. I don't care if you called it. You called it? Oh, man, this is bringing back. This might be, forget the medicine. This might be the bingo.
Hey.
The bingo podcast. Yeah.
Some people have Vegas stories.
Yeah, just
got
remember,
bingo.
Just remember, it's Raceland, bro. Raceland. Help that lady get to her car. Help her get to her car. All right. Once she's out the parking lot, she's not your problem. Good luck. Good luck, Aunt Tez. You'll be good.
Yeah.
All right.
Congratulations. Spend it all in one place.
Congratulations. Go get all that stuff off of layaway at Kmart. You got it. It was your lucky night. Good for you. And all of a sudden, I'm falling back, not to the Bayou, but back to my Nacho Libre. We've come full circle.
It's all blending together, man.
It's come full circle. Full circle.
You may be talked out.
Yeah. All right. Under the B. Just kidding. Bingo. Well, what was worse was when somebody called bingo and they didn't have it. Yeah. You ever been there when that happened?
No.
You start calling. Oh man, you got to give that person security to get out of there. All right. They called bingo.
Like back when they had the unmarked cards that you could
cleared my card. I cleared my card. You got to call it all again. All right, I'm going to do this again. I'm sorry. We were trying to close and bingo keeps sleeping back. But okay. Man. All right. It's that time of the week. We push the button and see if any of this stuck to tape. Hope most of it did. We thank you for being here. It's Dave and Juan at protonmail.com. We love hearing from you.
If you like our accents, if you don't think we have accents.
Yeah. What bayou you on, bro? What bayou? Well, at the time, I'm not on a bayou, but right. I come from one. But, you don't sound that way. But anyway, so it's Dave and Juan at protonmail.com.
Hit us up on Facebook, where you typically see this link. Or subscribe to the YouTube channel and you can catch it all. We got like a catalog.
Man, look, you get bored, press play. Just press play. All right. You can just follow, it's like, oh man. It'll make you feel good about yourself. Like, man, I was feeling stupid today. I heard these guys.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
When you're feeling bad, find somebody worse off than you. We're here to help.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, man. So, what do we say? Let's try to get together again maybe next Monday.
Yeah, Monday's generally a good time, 7-ish.
Sounds good. All right, man. Everybody, have a great week. Love you, buddy.
See ya.